Yo, what's up guys? C-Jax back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my WrestleMania 40 predictions. Night 1 starts tomorrow, so I just want to go through Night 1 and Night 2 and predict who wins each match and how things are going to go out here. As you can see, I got the Acknowledge Me hoodie on. We're locked in, ready to go. I will be at WrestleMania Night 2 in Philly. I'm really hyped about it. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the predictions. We'll talk about Night 1 first, match by match, and then go to Night 2. And a quick side note, I just realized upon rewatching the video that the framing is a little bit off because I had an editing style I wanted to try, but it didn't fit the format, and it kind of, the format's just a little bit off, like my body's one to the side. But hey, the good guys don't always win, and if you don't like the way it looks, then you can do two things, nothing, and like it. Without further ado, enjoy the rest of the video, and thank you for watching. First off on Night 1, let's talk about Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. Now, I personally thought the build-up for this match was honestly pretty mediocre. I mean, there's other people who I thought should have fought Rhea at WrestleMania. You could have gone Tiffany Stratton. You could have gone Bianca Belair. Would have been a huge money match. I mean, this is supposed to be the biggest WrestleMania ever. Not sure why you didn't go with that, but anyways, you could have even done Liv Morgan, Nia Jax again, whatever. But they chose to go with Becky Lynch and give her another main event level championship match, so it is what it is. And honestly, the fuse to promo was pretty bad for 2 weeks. However, the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say kind of saved it. They're starting to take more personal shots. The promos have been stronger. And overall, they're both two in-ring greats. I mean, they're going to be amazing. They're going to put on a good match. It's just about who I think is going to win, which we all know Rhea Ripley is coming out with the dub here. She's on a generational run. She's the biggest woman in the women's division, arguably. And she's going to probably be the biggest for the future to come. So they're not going to take the title off her like this with someone who's kind of an old-timer in Becky Lynch, especially because Becky Lynch's contract is coming up too. I mean, I'm sure she'll be back in WWE, but she ain't winning a WWE championship if we know her contract's about to end. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get over that. Rhea Ripley's taking that W. And next is the clash of the brothers, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Now, I'm going to be honest here, man. The feud and the build-up for this is honestly not even that good in my opinion. I think this feud relies a lot on the residuals build-up from bloodline-related stuff. But as far as these two brothers, going at it, fighting each other, maybe having a promo together, we really haven't gotten any of that, man. And I feel like that's kind of underwhelming. There's also no stipulation for this match, which I think is very weird. It should at least be bloodline rules or no holds barred, no DQ, considering the fact that Jimmy Uso has cost Jey Uso so many title matches in the last year. I don't know why there's just no stipulation on this match at all. But hey, man, the storytelling, I'm sure the emotions will be high during this match. The entrances will be cool. But at the end of the day, I do see Jey Uso winning this match. I mean, he's the big baby face right now. He's having one of the greatest runs of his career. Jimmy Uso is a heel, but I think that he's going to ultimately come back to the good side after this match. They'll probably hug it out, may have some emotional moment afterwards. But yeah, this match is going to be filled with emotions and story. However, the fact is that the feud hasn't been built up correctly, so we're just going to have to wait to see the result, especially when they're both only doing super kicks and splashes. I'm not sure how great the actual in-ring quality will be, but let's wait and see what happens. And next is the six-pack ladder match for the tag team championships. Now, personally, I don't really care for this match. It has ladders, and I'm assuming that means that it's going to go pretty crazy. People are going to be going through ladders, through tables, all that, which is going to be great to see. However, none of the stories in this match really engage me outside of one, which is obviously the Awesome Truth. Everyone wants to see Miz and R-Truth get those tag team belts. So what I think will happen is R-Truth and Miz will probably go grab the Raw tag team championships, but forget to grab the blue ones in classic R-Truth fashion. And then I'm sure some other tag team will go up and grab the blue ones, the SmackDown ones. And I think that tag team will be A-Town Down Under. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are doing some great social media work. They're getting better as wrestlers. They're also getting better as performers outside of the ring, when it comes to mic work, all that stuff. I think it's a good time to give them those tag belts, let them run it up a little bit, and also let Awesome Truth get their moment as well. But that's what I think is going to happen with this match. And then we have Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Damage Control with Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai, and Asuka. I think that this is going to be a 5-minute squash match, bro. Jade Cargill last week on SmackDown absolutely destroyed the Damage Control all by herself. Bianca Belair is a physical specimen in the ring. We know this. And Naomi just came back, and she's been a great wrestler in WWE for the time she was there before she left for TNA. So I don't really see a scenario here where the Judgment Day gets this victory. I think they're going to put over Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. And it's going to be a pretty feel-good moment, I'm sure. I'm sure people are going to like the match. To see Jade Cargill, Bianca in action is going to be pretty cool. incredible. Next is Gunther versus Sami Zayn. Now, I have to say the buildup for this feud leading into Mania 40 hasn't been that good either. The last week with the stuff with Chad Gable and Sami Zayn is pretty cool, but it all feels very rushed, man. I think that because WWE probably honestly had the plan to do Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, and because they had to pivot once or twice, I think that created this thing where they did the Intercontinental, gauntlet thing and had Sami win or whatnot. But realistically, man, I feel like this Gunther story just feels like it should have been different. It feels like they're rushing it. However, the match between Sami and Gunther will most likely be an absolute banger, just like the match with Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus from last year's WrestleMania. I think this will be a nice 15, maybe even 20-minute match. It's going to be very technical. It's going to be absolutely great. But I think Gunther's going to come out with this W, man. I just don't see a reason for him to lose the title here. You have the other, pay-per-views coming up this year where he's going to be going to his hometown, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, you want him to go in there as champion. And quite frankly, right now, there's no one worthy of beating Gunther necessarily. Chad Gable would have been a good story for it, but he didn't beat Sami Zayn in that gauntlet match. So we are where we are. I think this match will be incredible, but the feud and the build-up hasn't been that great. Gunther wins, though. In the main event of night one, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns and The Rock. Now, I honestly think that this is pretty clear-cut. However, a couple things that Cody Rhodes has said in recent interviews talking about how Roman Reigns wants a fair fight. He believes Roman Reigns wants to prove himself and all this other stuff. Kind of makes you think that they're going to make it a fair fight and that Cody and Seth will win. But deep down, I know The Rock and Roman Reigns are coming out with this W, bro. The entrances are going to take up about 50 minutes of the match. But at the end of the day, this match is going to be very good. I think the hype behind it, the build, this is one of the best built WrestleMania matches that I've ever seen in my life, man. I mean, I know I grew up watching Triple H and Randy Orton, their build-up for WrestleMania 25, but then the match quality wasn't that great. I think that this tag match will indeed be a banger. The Rock has been training, shipping out rings to LA to train for this match for 3 months. The Rock is locked in and ready to go, bro. I think Roman Reigns is going to be great. Cody and Seth will do their normal thing and put on a good match. This will be a banger match, and I think that the stakes, the storytelling, the hype behind it is really going to add to it, and it's also going to add to the crowd. This will be good, but The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to come out with that win. Now on to night two. Let's go ahead and start off with LA Knight, versus AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles is an aging veteran. However, this feud recently, man, has started to pick up some steam. The promos they've had, LA Knight going to visit AJ Styles' house and beat him up. You also have the fact that literally today, this morning, there was a video on Twitter going around of LA Knight making AJ Styles bleed for real and grappling with him at a WWE World event in Philly. Like, things are getting absolutely crazy. I hope that they add a stipulation to this on SmackDown this week. But so far, the feud's been pretty cool for this. I'm not overly hyped for it, but I am kind of. And I think LA Knight is going to get that W, man. They got to prop him up. AJ Styles doesn't need this win. He's already a legend. LA Knight's going to use this. He's going to use this for momentum. They're going to keep on moving forward with him, man. This match should be pretty good, though. AJ Styles, LA Knight, they're both a little older, but I think this match is going to end up being good, and LA Knight will walk out with the win. Yeah! Next is the Final Testament versus the Pride, man, with Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, all this stuff. I have not been a big fan of this feud. I mean, I honestly hate this feud. I think it's been terrible. However, they're doing a match. It's going to be a street fight, 3v3. The Street Profits are in it. That's all I need to know. This match will probably be a good little 5 to 10 hype-up crowd match. Tables, chairs, possibly ladders. It's going to be good. Montez Ford's going to go out there. Him and Angelo Dawkins are going to put on a show. Bobby Lashley's going to finally get to be on WrestleMania again. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match in terms of, the actual craziness of it and the Extreme Rules aspect of street fight. But as for the story of this, it's not good. This will be a passable match, though. And next is Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I personally think that night one, Seth will be battered after that match. I don't know whether it'll be The Rock or Roman Reigns or just the toll the match takes on him. He will be battered heading into night two. That will be the storyline. And I think most people will assume Drew McIntyre is just going to squash Seth Rollins and destroy him. However, I actually think that Seth Rollins is going to lose this match to Drew McIntyre. Got you there. But it's not going to be a quick squash match. I think that he's going to fight really hard. There's going to be a lot of near falls, a lot of kickouts. And this match might go for 20 minutes or more. It's going to be a very, very good match. You have two good in-ring components with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. I think the end result, though, Drew McIntyre will finally win a championship in front of a crowd. However, Damian Priest may or may not cash in this title and take that moment away from Drew, setting up Drew to fight Damian Priest at Clash in the Castle in Drew McIntyre's hometown of Scotland or wherever the heck it is. And then maybe then he finally gets the world title in front of the home crowd, and it's a big moment coming full circle for him. But yeah, Seth Rollins is not walking out of this Mania as the World Heavyweight Champion. I highly doubt it. And next is Io Sky versus Bayley. I feel like this feud has kind of lost some of its steam. I'm not really that excited for it. I'm not that hyped for it. However, I do think that some of the storytelling, the fact that this is very grounded, regular story adds a little bit to this match. I think Bayley and Io Sky will put on a pretty good show, and I think that ultimately Bayley will get that win in front of that WrestleMania crowd and have her moment. And then I don't know how long she'll carry the title after, but yeah, she'll get her revenge on Io Sky. Everything will come full circle, and she'll be able to get that title and finally make up for everything that happened with Damage Control falling out and turning on her, all that stuff. In the penultimate match I'll be predicting here, Logan Paul, KO, and Randy Orton, man. I think this match has the potential to be the best match on the entire WrestleMania. It's a triple threat, so that means no DQ. The U.S. title's on the line. Logan Paul can do all kinds of crazy stuff in the ring. KO can do the same. Randy Orton's in the ring too. It's going to be absolutely sick, and I cannot wait to see this match truly. It's one of my top 3 or 4 most hyped matches behind the tag match with the Bloodline and Seth and Cody, and then obviously Roman and Cody. But at the end of the day, I think Logan Paul walks out with the championship here. You got SummerSlam coming up in Cleveland. I doubt Logan Paul loses the title before then. I think he keeps it all the way up until then and even after SummerSlam as well. He's going to put on a banger match. Him, KO, and Randy should be pretty cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. But yes, Logan Paul's walking out with that win, and you could see KO and Randy turn on each other in this match. You probably will. Orton will probably RKO him, or Owens will stunner him, whatnot. They're going to go at each other. They're going to go at Logan Paul. KSI might get involved too. This match has a lot of chances to be something special, and I think it's going to live up to the hype. And lastly, Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Roman Reigns has had the title for over 1,300 days versus Cody Rhodes to try and finish the story in what will most likely, I believe, be a Bloodline Rules match. And I got to say, as much as it hurts me to say this, man, I think, personally, Roman Reigns should win this match. There's no doubt in my mind. Him and The Rock, even though they're part-timers, they're a walking billion-dollar duo. Every time they show up to Raw or SmackDown, you're going to get a YouTube segment with at least 2 to 3 million views, probably in the first week. You're also going to get massive social media engagement. The viewership for Raw and SmackDown is going to increase. I mean, Raw can never get over 2 million viewers. But at the end of the day, Roman Reigns and The Rock were just on in the show in Brooklyn, the biggest gate in the history of WWE. You also have the fact that it's one of the highest viewed Raws ever. Like, this duo is ridiculous, man, and you cannot break up Hollywood. Rock, it's incredible what he's doing. The entrance, the final boss, the tribal chief. I mean, what are we doing here? We shouldn't be throwing this away for Cody Rhodes to finish that story. However, you got to listen to the fans, and it seems like a lot of the fans want Cody Rhodes to win, so I'm sure they're going to stack the deck against Cody Rhodes, with the Bloodline Rules. But like they alluded to a couple weeks ago, there's that well-lit shot of Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena on the truck when The Rock's beating up Cody, and with it being Bloodline Rules, Cody versus Roman, story versus long title reign, Roman Reigns is going to retain this championship, guys. I know, maybe a hot take, whatever. I think Roman Reigns walks out of WrestleMania 40 as the WWE champion still. And still, your champion, Roman Reigns, yes, I think he's going to do it, man. Even though they're alluding to Stone Cold and John Cena being on the truck when The Rock is bloody and Cody, all that stuff, Roman Reigns will walk out champion, I believe. I think from a business perspective, a quality perspective, the run that wrestling is on right now, you cannot take that title off of Roman Reigns, and you need to keep the focus on the Bloodline, which I still believe it'll be even if he doesn't have the title, but keeping that title on him adds more mystique and sets up a big-time title match at any time between The Rock and Roman Reigns. And I just think that's where WWE is heading, man. So, yes, I know Cody's story, this and that, but Roman and The Rock got a bigger story going on, and it's been going on for a lot longer than just, however many 2 years Cody's been back in the company. So, yeah, what we have to consider as fans is the moment, the shock factor, the sheer awe. What is going to bring the company back that good, that not even good, but just in general press and notoriety? It would be Roman winning because it's unpredictable. Everyone thinks Cody's going to win the championship, but if you have Roman win it, you're going to get a similar backlash backlash to what you got when, you try to give The Rock the main event instead of Cody Rhodes? What's going to bring more eyeballs to the product? What's going to bring more viewership? What's going to be more intriguing? What's going to be more, diverse, or not diverse? Sorry about that. Well, not what's going to be more diverse, but what's going to be more divisive amongst fans, and it's going to be Roman winning that championship. It's best for business. It's best for storytelling, and Roman Reigns is simply a more talented champion and a better champion and anchor of this company than Cody Rhodes is, man. And we know it. We've seen it. He's all-time great. He's transcended the business. Has to happen. Roman Reigns retains. With that, that's going to wrap up my predictions for WrestleMania 40. If you guys are going to the event, let me know in the comments below how excited you are. I know I'm hyped to be there night 2. And what are your predictions for the show? Who do you think is winning? Who do you think is losing? How do you think certain events are going to play down? Who's returning? Who's not? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, man, let's get into this WrestleMania. Hopefully it's great and lives up to the hype. And as always, hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Peace out.